You are wrong about sugar, and you've been lied to for your whole life that sugar is the enemy. Cut out sugar and you'll lose weight. Sugar is toxic. Sugar is literally killing you. Sugar is as addictive as cocaine. But here's a reality that will blow your mind. That demonization of sugar is complete bullshit designed to sell you diet plans, supplements and fear. And I spent years avoiding sugar like it was a radioactive poison, reading every single label like a paranoid detective, and refusing birthday cake at parties and feeling guilty about eating an apple because of the too much sugar. Terrified of fruit because some guru told me that fructose would make me fat. And the result was I was miserable, constantly craving something sweet and making diet infinitely harder than it needed to be. So after 17 years, I've realised I was making dieting way harder than necessary, and I discovered something that shocked me to my core. Sugar isn't just okay. Sometimes it's exactly what you need for optimal performance and results. And now I eat 50 grams minimum of sugar daily and maintain my body fat year round. I drink multiple diet pop, I eat fruit every single day, I use sugar strategically for performance, and I'm leaner and more satisfied than I was when I was a sugar phobic. Here's what I'm about to completely destroy. Why the sugar makes you fat myth is keeping you miserable, the truth about sugar addiction, i.e. it's not real, when sugar is actually essential for performance, and why avoiding fruit is one of the dumbest diet mistakes you can make. If you're avoiding fruit because sugar, suffering through tasteless meals and feeling guilty about every gram of sugar, or think you need to eliminate sugar to lose weight, this will change everything. You've been making dieting unnecessarily miserable based on lies. So let me start by destroying the biggest lie you've been told about sugar and weight loss. Everyone knows sugar makes you fat, so cut out the sugar and you'll lose weight, and it's that simple. It's been drilled into your head by every diet guru, every fitness influencer, and every wellness coach. For years, I believed this shit. Every diet expert preached it. Just eliminate sugar and watch the pounds melt off. Sugar is what's keeping you fat. Cut sugar and the weight will fall off effortlessly. So I became a sugar detective. Cut out all sugar. No fruit, no honey, no anything with added sugar. Reading every nutrition label like my life depends on it. Calculating sugar by the gram. Here's what happened in the first week. Lose 5 pounds. Holy shit, it was sugar that was the problem. Here's what I didn't realise. I was also eating 500 to 800 calories fewer because I'd eliminated an entire food group. I wasn't losing weight because I cut sugar, I was losing weight because I created a calorie deficit. But the truth that obliterates every single sugar myth is if your maintenance calories are 3,000, you eat 2,000 calories of pure sugar and absolutely nothing else, you will lose weight consistently and predictably. It isn't a theory, it's proven by science. Professor Mark Hobb from Kansas State University ate nothing but Twinkies, Oreos and junk food for 10 weeks. His only rule, stay under his calorie target. The result was he lost 27 pounds and improved his health markers. Was it healthy? No. Did it prove that sugar doesn't magically make you fat? I know people who have lost significant weight eating ice cream daily, drinking regular pop and having dessert every single night. They stayed in a calorie deficit. Sugar has 4 calories per gram, same as protein and any other carb. It's not magically fat storing poison, it's not a metabolism destroyer. It's just calories. Calories that your body can use. And the reason people lose weight when they cut sugar isn't because sugar was making them fat, it's because they accidentally eliminated hundreds of thousands of calories by removing an entire food group. So when someone says, I cut sugar and lost 20 pounds, what they really meant is, I eliminated 500 calories daily by removing sugary foods and lost 20 pounds. The weight loss has nothing to do with sugar specifically, and everything to do with the calorie deficit. And this is why sugar-free diets fail long term. You're not addressing the real issue. You're just restricting fear. You're just using restriction and fear to temporarily reduce calories. Eventually you crack and binge on the forbidden foods and gain it all back. And some people compare sugar to cocaine, saying it's just as addictive. Sugar lights up the same regions of the brain as cocaine. It's equally as addictive. One taste and you'll spiral into addiction. You've probably heard this fear mongering a million times. Netflix, diet books, Instagram, and they all parrot the same shite. This terrified me for years. I genuinely thought I was a sugar addict, and I believed that one bite of cake would send me into an uncontrollable spiral of addiction. And I was treating sugar like it was heroin. But think about it logically just for 2 seconds. If sugar was as addictive as cocaine, we'd see people snorting lines of pure sugar. stealing money to buy sugar fixes, going through physical withdrawals when they stop eating sugar, desperately eating spoonfuls of plain sugar from the bag, and selling possessions to get the next sugar hits. But have you ever seen someone so desperate shoveling spoonfuls of plain white sugar into their mouths? No, because that's not how it works. The studies everyone quotes to prove sugar addiction, they're done on rats. Rats are not humans. Rats' brains aren't human brains, and even in those rat studies, the rats only binged on sugar when it was restricted and made available. Not because sugar was inherently addictive, but because restriction creates binge behaviours. Here's a simple test. Give someone a bowl of pure white sugar and a spoon and tell them to go crazy. What happens? Maybe they'll try a spoonful, make a disgusted face and stop. So it's not addictive, but take that same sugar, mix it with fat, add some chocolate, vanilla and cream and turn it into Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and now people want it. But it's not the sugar that's the addictive bit, it's the hyper-palatable combination of sugar, fat, salt, artificial flavours that scientists have engineered to be irresistible. If you have a £5 bag of sugar sitting in the kitchen cabinet, it's been there for months. Never once have I been tempted to eat it plain. But put sugar into cookies, creams, cakes, it's an entirely different story. If sugar was that addictive, like cocaine, people would crave and consume plain sugar, but they don't. Because the addiction isn't to sugar, it's a combination of it all. The cocaine comparison is fear-mongering, designed to sell you diet programs and supplements, and it's not science, it's just marketing disguised as health advice. So picture this scenario. You're 5 hours into a grueling 100-mile bike ride. Your muscles are completely depleted and your energy is crashing hard. You're hitting the wall. Your legs feel like concrete. Someone rides up next to you and offers you two options. A perfectly balanced, nutrition-dense salad with organic vegetables, or a Snickers bar loaded with sugar. Which is the smart choice for your performance and recovery? A healthy eater would take the salad. Can't have sugar, it's poison. I'll stick with my clean foods. 20 minutes later, they're completely bonked. Can't pedal another stroke and the muscles are completely shut down. They're dizzy, they're shaking, and they have to call someone for a ride home. So their clean eating just ended their ride. The person who ate the Snickers bar, they'd finished the 100 miles feeling strong, energized and recovered. Think about this scenario. A type 1 diabetic experiencing dangerously low blood sugar. Do they need kale and quinoa? No, they need sugar. Pure glucose. It's literally life-saving medicine. A marathon runner at mile 20, do they need a balanced meal with healthy fats and complex carbs? They need fast-acting sugar to fuel the last few miles. A CrossFit athlete between workouts, do they need to avoid sugar? No, they need strategic sugar intake that will enhance their performance. This isn't opinion or bro science, it's established sports nutrition science. Every single endurance athlete uses sugar during competition. Energy gels, sports drinks, gummy candies, they're all pure sugar because sugar works. Sugar isn't inherently good or bad, it's a tool. And used at the right times, it enhances performance and recovery. And if you want more myth-busting nutrition truth without fear-mongering bullshit, smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I'll tell you what actually matters for results, not what sells diet books and supplements. Although sugar can be used, it's also useful to not overconsume it because it's still calories. So a good alternative is artificial sweeteners. And let me explain the strategy because it's important. When I'm trying to lose weight, when I'm trying to lose fat or get down to single digit body fat, every single calorie matters. And I'm working with a finite calorie budget. And I want to maximize satiety, volume and satisfaction within that budget. Sugar has 4 calories per gram. Artificial sweetener has 0. So if I can make something taste virtually identical with 0 calories instead of 200 to 300, why wouldn't I? A regular can of Coke is 140 calories. A can of Diet Coke is 0. And I drink 2 litres of Diet Pop a day. That's probably 700 calories saved compared to regular pop. It's literally an entire meal's worth of calories. But here's the key that everyone misses. I still eat regular sugar when it makes sense. Pre-workout, 20 to 30 grams of sugar for energy and performance. During any long cardio sessions, sugar for sustained energy. And post-workout, sugar to rapidly replenish glycogen. It's about being strategic and flexible, not dogmatic and fearful. So use sugar when you need it, and when it serves a purpose. Substitute it when you can to save calories without sacrificing taste. And this approach lets me have my cake and eat it. I can enjoy sweet foods daily while staying lean because I'm strategic about when I use the calories. A lot of people say that fructose is toxic liver poison, goes straight to fat storage. Fruit is just nature's candy. No fruit on a diet. This might be the single dumbest piece of nutrition advice that's ever been popularised. I avoided fruit for a good number of months. No apples, bananas, berries, literally afraid of eating those foods that humans would have thrived on. And you know what happened? Constantly constipated, energy levels were terrible, missing out on tons of essential macronutrients, craving sweets constantly, and diet satisfaction was an all-time low. Meanwhile, I was eating approved foods that were significantly higher in calories. Fruit is one of the most effective foods for fat loss. It's got a low calorie density, it's a high fibre, high water, micronutrient dense with natural sweetness, slow digestion. It is an apple a day keeps the doctor away for a reason, not bacon every day keeps the doctor away or cheese a day keeps the doctor away. Fruit has been recognised as healthy for literally centuries. If you're avoiding fruit because of sugar content, you're making fat loss infinitely harder while missing out on some of the most nutritious, satisfying, low-calorie foods available. So stop making your life miserable by demonising sugar, fear-mongering and lies. The actual truth about sugar is that they tell you it's bad to sell you programs. Sugar isn't bad. It's not cocaine. It's not poison. It's a carbohydrate that provides 4 calories per gram. Can you lose weight while eating sugar? Yes, as long as you're in a calorie deficit. Should you substitute sugar with 0-calorie sweeteners when possible? Yes, if it allows you to eat more, because it allows you to eat more satisfying foods, and if you want to. Should you eliminate sugar completely? If you're an idiot. And that's unnecessary restriction that makes dieting harder. Should you eat fruit every day? Just focus on creating a sustainable calorie deficit, using foods you enjoy, including fruit, and use sugar strategically. And stop living in fear of a basic macronutrient. Now you know that sugar isn't the enemy, what about artificial sweeteners? Are they safe? Do they cause cancer? Do they spike insulin? Watch this video here just to find that out.